I'm Jordan, and you're not. And this is my review on VHS 2. Alright, so VHS 2 is maybe a little bit better than the first one. Honestly, I can barely remember the first one. I think there was a vampire lady and something about something about ghost arms. Alright, so VHS 2 has 4 storylines. One, okay, we'll take them one at a time. One's about a man who has an eye transplant, and it's like a robotic eye that records everything. I guess that technology exists, I don't know. And he starts to see ghosts around in his house. I don't know why. He just starts seeing ghosts. And then a random redhead woman that he ran into at the hospital just starts to show up and sleeps with him. Damn it, why doesn't that ever happen to me? Where's my phone? Alright. So the hot redhead woman just shows up, sleeps with him, and then ghosts appear, and the ghosts kill them. That's it. The second story is about a biker who goes into the woods and films himself riding a bike. Who does that? What's up with all these extreme sports nuts recording themselves riding a bike? Let's put that on Blu-ray so I can watch it later. Okay, so he runs into a zombie. There's like a bunch of zombies in this movie, and the zombie takes a bite at him, and he starts to become a zombie himself. And you can see the footage of him becoming a zombie and going around and eating people in the park that he was riding a bike in. And so then he comes across a little girl at her birthday party. So all the zombies, there's more. All the zombies start, more zombies start joining in. The zombies start, just having a feast at this little girl's birthday party. What a surprise! Luckily, someone thinks to bring a shotgun with them. Great job bringing a deadly weapon to a little girl's birthday party. Happy birthday, sweetie! Now blow out your candles! Yeah. Alright, so the third story, which was probably my favorite one in the anthology of these episodes. It's about a cult. A cult. Everyone loves cults. Just like the Illuminati. So it's an Indonesian cult. I had to look it up because I'm not going there. It's an Indonesian cult about the father who purifies little girls. So, yeah. Pedophile. And he's talking about how religious he is, and talking about how great he is to help purify these little girls. And this news, they're doing like a documentary about them, and you think, seems like everything might be okay for a while, but then things get worse, and this cult starts to turn against them. They all try to kill them, and they all commit mass suicide together, and they take a shotgun, start shooting themselves in the head, and then they come back to life, and there's a subplot about this woman who had an affair with one of the other news reporters, and she has a jailer. Well, actually, it's a satanic jailer. So yeah, she gives birth to the Antichrist, and and it's pretty creepy. It looks like the devil. Scary as hell. The fourth storyline is aliens. Aliens on the History Channel. Alright, so these kids are out in their driveway making a terribly awful, cheesy alien movie about like an alien in a box, and there's like some kind of thing. I'm an alien, just like Bane. I'm talking like this. Raw. And then there's like a story of a couple, like their sister sleeping around, so they get that on camera just to embarrass her. And then they get him back later by showing the guy jacking off to porn. What a loser. And all of a sudden, aliens show up. And they look a lot like the aliens from the pilot episode of South Park. Like the typical, stereotypical, aliens of how they first looked in the first South Park episode where Cartman gets anal probed. And they put the camera on the dog, kind of like so you can see the dog's point of view. And I think the dog doesn't really make it. They even show like the dog like falls to his death, and he's like whining, and it's really sad. I'm an animal lover, and I just don't like stuff like that. I wanted to see, if there was any animal harm in making this movie, but I forgot to look, and I didn't see. So surely that dog's okay. Excuse me. I just had Mexican food. And then all this, this whole thing, all these people are watching this. There's a guy and a woman are in this house watching all these VHS tapes while this woman's dying unconscious, and he just puts in the next tape just to see what's going on. So, in all, I'd probably give this a B. I'm sure next year we'll have VHS 3 and VHS 4 the previous year. It's going to turn into the Paranormal Activity series, except it's probably better. Alright, I think this is a good way to kick off October month. I've already uploaded my Halloween puppy review, which I filmed back in August. So this is my real first official review of October. So I can't wait to review see, what I have in mind is I'm gonna